hard to see.
Ooh, can these ones come down? No.
Last 3 games, we haven't scored a goal, right?
Last 3 games, we have not scored a goal, and we've lost by 1 every game. It's been a
we've been shut out for 3 games, or was Lexington the 3rd game?
Lexington. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Friday night, and we are playing football here in Arlington at Pierce Field. It is the Arlington Spy Ponders taking on the Reading Memorial Red Rockets. I'm Josh Katzman here in the booth with
Jeff DiGregorio here.
Oh, thank
Glad
you,
to be
Jeff.
back.
Oh, they let us back in, and we have some very historic shoes to fill with Nick well, I'm just going to say Nick right now. Nick, a former commentator and now the producer of tonight's event. They've got a lot of cameras going on. Big thanks to ACMi.
Huge production tonight.
Huge production. Jeff, Arlington is coming in on a 3-game losing streak. We are 1-4-1. Reading Rockets have a record of 1-1-3, a big come-from-behind draw with Lexington in their last match, a 2-2 draw with Lexington. What are we looking for from Arlington tonight?
Keys tonight, how are they going to generate some offense? And it'll be interesting to see how Coach Yazio orchestrates, I think, a new look to Arlington tonight.
Exactly.
What do you think we're going to see tonight, Josh?
What I have heard is that Arlington is going to be pushing senior captain Rowan Egan up to the number 6 position in the midfield to generate a little bit more offense, also moving senior captain Abe Donnelly from midfield up to striker. They're going to have 2 guys up top, and the idea behind that, according to those captains who I had a chance to talk to before the game, Abe said the new formation is going to hopefully help create more offensive opportunities, and with an extra guy up top, we're going to be able to generate more shots and be able to score. And that is going to be the name of the game for Arlington tonight, as you and I have said for years, Jeff.
Key to the game? Key
to the game. You got to score, and we have only scored 5 times this year. Now, this said, Reading Rockets have 11 goals for and 11 goals against, so they're dead even in terms of for and against. We've only had 7 goals against us, so our back line, which is going to look different with junior Johnny Pang and junior, let's see, I've just forgot his name, Rand Markovsky, taken up center back. And so the game starts off, Rand with a good touch off to Johnny. Look at that, the 2 new backs playing it to each other, getting some confidence early.
We got a little hint to this at the last game when Rowan moved up. Saw real energy in those last 5 minutes of our game against Belmont. So it'll be interesting to see how this develops in this game here.
Another big thing is Reading takes the first throw-in of the game. Another big change for Arlington tonight, and part of the factor in the new lineup out back, is senior left back Omkar Adia went out in Wednesday's game against Belmont. A really unfortunate 1-0 loss with a horrible ankle sprain. So Arlington getting stuck in their half a little bit, playing it up the left side. Reading kind of pressing, just feeling things out right now.
Arlington defense also getting its legs under them here with the new formation.
Yep.
Interesting to see how this develops in the first couple minutes.
Reading number 10 took a shot about 25 yards out right there. That is for Reading. Number 10 is, who we got? Junior Nicholas Mirgianis. That shot went well wide, but we'll say, all right, we'll give them credit for it. We'll
first shot on goal for the game, even though it was wide left.
First shot in the general direction, wide left and high. Would have been a good football, American football. And Gaspard's taking the goal kick. Refs having some words with somebody. Maybe the camera person for ACMi, who's doing a great job. We got a great crew from ACMi here tonight. And we've got 3 cameras going. We got a great production coming. And right here, Arlington at the half. Johnny Peng looks like taking a throw-in.
Nice throw-in to Roan here attempted. Trying to get him in the action early for the game.
Nice step in from Finn Napelio, senior right there, who's now kind of anchoring the back. Cooper Katzman right here.
Nice containment there along the edge.
Contained, didn't let Reading get that ball in. Reading slows it down. We got a parent on the sideline. Look at that hustle from one of the Arlington parents. One of the great things Arlington has is fantastic parents on the sideline helping get these balls back into play. Here comes Katzman throwing it in right deep in the Arlington zone. He dishes it back to Napelio, who bombs it up to half, back up in the air. And there's Rowan Egan with his first touch. And there is a very large, intimidating force from Reading. That is number 30.
Nice ball up front here.
And there's Katzman making a run from the back with Donnelly right here. Looks like Arlington immediately pressing up to be more aggressive. Hard tackle from Reading. Katzman coming back. Oversteps the ball, so Reading keeps it in. Off the heel right here. Looks like Gaspard is going to collect.
First look there of the Arlington offense and its new formation. We'll see how that continues to push and put pressure on Reading over the course of the game.
Good to see, and what I liked about that play right there is as Cooper moved up, Peter just knew to drop back, cleared
nice switch.
It. Was not, even with the Reading counter, it was not a big deal. Right here, Rowan dishes off to Abe, to Peter. Right here, Arlington generating quick offense right there to Gideon. Great ball by Clordy inside in the corner. Gideon, not a lot of space, but he draws our first corner kick tonight. Look at this. Immediately, within less than 4 minutes into the game, Arlington already showing signs of more offensive energy than we've seen in the last 3 games for sure. And looks like Sem Ferguson's taken that. Number 2, senior Sem, who is the leading points getter for Arlington, cleared off the head of a Reading defender. Jacob Naylor steps
nice step
in.
Over there.
Loses it off a dribble, and now here's the counter, but Reading cannot connect, and they dish it outside. So here's Katzman taking the throw and dishes it quickly into Abe Donnelly. Look at this play by Arlington. Lots of quick passes. I was talking to team manager Nate Lucian, a sophomore, who was saying one of his keys to the game tonight for the team. He said, got to score.
Got to score.
And they also need to control the ball, keep control of the ball, keep it on the ground in the attacking third. So far, we're seeing signs of life from Arlington immediately in that direction.
Nice couple minutes here. Arlington keeping the ball in the offensive zone. Hopefully, we'll see some good products out of this time.
And Rowan Egan takes a quick shot. Another thing that we heard from senior captain Abe Donnelly pre-game, he said, look, the conditions tonight, it's wet. We just got to shoot. We got to take a lot of shots early and just see what happens, because on a surface like this, the ball's going to skid, it's going to skip. It's going to be a tough night for goalies if you can keep that ball on the ground.
Josh, I like that. I think one of the things that Arlington struggled a bit with in the past is just getting shots off the foot. Put the pressure on the goalie. Just keep shooting on goal. Sometimes it's not perfect, but keeps the goalie on his toes.
We got a reset here. Donnelly played it back deep to Gaspard. Gaspard's looking up. Sends it upfield. Couldn't quite reach Sem. Naylor picks it up just outside of the Arlington zone, and looks like
nice ball up front here.
I think that was Johnny who sent it up to Gideon, who sort of miscue. And here we go. This is number 30, the guy who I'm going to guess plays basketball as well. He is head and shoulders taller than everyone else. Katzman draws a foul deep in the zone. Could have been him falling on the ball.
Oh, nice containment there by Cooper, and ultimately Reading almost retaliated there with a little push in the back.
Push in the back. Push in the back results in a free kick. Finn takes it, sends it up deep, and sorry, Abe, you are about a foot shorter than this guy who gets it off his head again. All right, number 30 again. That was senior Hayes Littlefield. Hayes Littlefield from Reading. I think, Jeff, immediately looking at this, Hayes Littlefield is the player to watch. If I'm Coach Yazio, I'm going to keep an eye on Hayes Littlefield, who is about a foot taller than everyone on my team.
Yeah, nice presence in the middle of the field there from Littlefield. Definitely will disrupt many of the balls that are coming high. That could be good opportunities for Arlington to head the ball in their direction, but he's got a presence right in the middle of the field.
And we're definitely, I think, going to see a very even game. So even though Arlington does not have the record that they're looking for, right here, Rowan Egan gets pushed in the back. We're about 45 yards out. We probably won't be seeing a shot, but we have a quick play into Naylor. Smart play by Sam. Katzman coming in. Naylor got it behind him. They're having a discussion here. Important not to get frustrated with each other. Looks like they're good.
Working it out, getting on the same page.
Donnelly's pressuring here. And our guy from Reading, Littlefield, dishes it wide, but it goes out. Katzman taking the throw and dishes it inside to Egan, who has a good first touch, a little heavy, gets it off to Naylor.
A little give and go here.
Gets it across the field. He's calling for Sem to to make a run down the line, and Sem's making it. And here's Sem playing it now. It dishes in, and guess who's there to break it up? Littlefield right there. Redding plays it out, clears it. There's a lot. This, Jeff, is definitely more pressure than we've had in the last many games. I'm feeling pretty good. I also heard from sophomore manager Nate Lucian. He's predicting a 2-0 victory for Arlington tonight.
Oh, I like that prediction. Arlington is ripe for a W right here.
Arlington definitely is ripe for a W.
Has been playing great, just can't get that ball in the back of the net, but tonight is going to be their night to turn things around. Johnny
Pang coming out of the back, making a run as well. So like to see the backs, the left and right backs, making some runs, putting some pressure on Redding. Naylor with a nice move, little dish, but no, couldn't quite connect. And look at that. Gideon Lawrence takes a nice shot from about 25, 30 yards out, makes Redding goalie, makes him wake up, and here you go. Redding's reset.
Found a little space, took a shot. I like it, Josh.
We gotta keep track of that, Jeff. Right there. We can't. There's so many shots for Arlington tonight. We might lose track.
We'll have to call in the stats department to help us out here.
Oh, Rand tried to block out, and look at Finn stepping in, helping out Rand.
Nice recovery there by Finn to help us out, get the ball going back in the right direction for Arlington.
Rand had to come in. It was only his second time coming onto the field in Wednesday's game against Belmont after Omkar got hurt. And you could see the first couple minutes a little tentative, but by the end of the game, he was playing real solid, having some great touches. Naylor crosses to Clordy. Katzman making an overlap run off of Clordy's feet. Katzman saves it. Almost. Ref says, no, that just got out.
Nice idea there. The ball just behind Cooper in that particular case. Got to get that ball, keep moving in the right direction.
I would have 100% agree, Jeff. That's the kind of those are the plays right there that we've seen Arlington get stymied with this year. Those sort of short balls in transition, kind of not quite getting to their mark. But so far tonight, we have seen much better connections from between the guys. Katzman and Naylor helping break up a play. Katzman sort of tackled, maybe he might have had his arm around somebody, and look at that good play by Rand. Like to see him get a few touches on the ball just to gain his confidence back there. It's a big ask to fill in Rowan's shoes and center back. And here we go, ball. You can tell it appears that ball is taking some crazy hops here. Redding setting up a little something from Redding here too. Back and forth. They cross the ball over to the right.
Little tilt in Redding's favor right here, but I think with another transition, Arlington will take control again, moving up the field. Let's see if we can do it on this one here.
There we go. Cleared to half by Finn. Jacob Naylor picks it up at mid. Not a ton of stoppages today, which is good to see so far. Nice clean soccer. Egan from half. This is, I think, where
nice
Arlington wants
here.
a great ball
nice
to Clordy. Lets it go by. Using his speed prevents the clearance from Redding. Katzman takes a shot from far, and
nice
that's
curve on that ball.
into the hands of the goalie. But great strike right there. Great setup. I think Coach is going to be happy seeing these guys playing deep, making some offense happen, making the Redding defense work for
Cooper
sure.
found a little space on that, took the shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Egan picks it up in the mid. Gideon dishes back. Johnny Pang making that run up the side. He is fast as well. Controls. Coach was talking before the game about Johnny's speed and physicality. He was real happy to see it. Great
nice
ball from Gideon over to Sem, just out of his reach and outside to the touch. Redding throw. Ref saying, hold on for a second, and I think he just let him go. Gideon plays it into the middle. Redding clears. Looks like we're going to have an Arlington throw deep in. Are we going to see a throw-in from Rowan? This would be a possible situation. No, Johnny Pang taking the throw-in. It's a short one up to Gideon Lawrence, who makes a turn. He had 3 defenders on him. Tough spot. Redding clears deep. Looks like Gaspard is going to be able to scoop this one up.
Seeing a couple instances here where Redding a little bit on their heels, clearing it to the outside, clearing it down the field, just giving them a moment to take a breath and reset here. Good demonstration of Arlington putting the pressure on.
And you can tell, right? Redding has 11 goals for. Arlington only has 5 goals for. But likewise, Redding has 11 goals against. So you know teams are getting the ball into the net against them. Great Great tackle by Finn in the middle. And
nice
here's
ball up
Abe.
to
We
Abe
got
here.
a 2-on-2 right here. Can Gideon stay on sides?
Oh, look at the
oh
speed
great
of Gideon.
ball by Gideon, and he's trying to loop around.
Great speed.
Great block out right there by the defender from Reading using his body. That was number 20, senior Henry Skian. Smart play by him. That was a great entrance from
Good
Abe,
sequence right up the field there.
Excellent.
Good ball to Abe, then up to Gideon. Good opportunity there.
And that was built out immediately from the goalie, and so it's good to see Arlington making these quick counters. Already looks like they're doing a better job tonight controlling the middle of the field.
Other nice thing about just, trying to get shots on goal is that you never know with the weather.
And here's Katzman making a run right here. Great ball into Donnelly. Into the middle to Egan. Egan taking up space, and there's Johnny Peng making a run from the back. Egan dropping to cover for him. Great ball, and here's Gideon Lawrence racing against Henry Skian, who has to clear it right there. Gideon picks up the throw, and we're deep in the Reading zone. And what do we got coming up right now, Jeff?
Oh, is this a throw-in by Rowan?
This is a throw-in from Rowan right here.
This is going to be one of the key stats of the game right here, the number of throw-ins by Rowan, and we're going to keep track of them all night long, so stay tuned.
And helping Rowan, delivering that ball to Rowan out from the touch, was none other than parent of senior captain Abe Donnelly, Jason Donnelly. And so seeing Jason get involved in that game, he just gave Samaritan Ferguson the ball for the corner. And look at Jason going into the football equipment, picking up the ball. He's ready for the next throw, and whoever it may be for. Or corner. Sems drops the arm. Deep high ball goes wide to Naylor. Looks like Abe, and there's Littlefield.
Reading clears.
Littlefield clears it. Now, one thing I will say, I'm not sure. We got 3 Reading subs come in. I'm not going to be surprised if Littlefield's one of the guys coming out. He's looking a little gassed. And I'll be curious to see with his presence out in the middle how Arlington would take advantage. Little miscue right here from Arlington. Now we've got Finn Napelio steps up. That was a 3-on-2 right there. Finn stepped in to break up what could have been Reading's best attack right there.
Oh, nice turn here by Peter.
Peter from Cooper, and right here, great ball control by Arlington. Great touch by Abe. Just a little outside of Peter's reach, but right here, again, Arlington picking up those throw-ins deep in Reading zone.
Peter a little caught off guard on that one, that ball was going to be so nicely placed for him, but let's see if they can finesse that touch in the next sequence.
Here's Abe fighting for that ball, breaks through, crosses with the left over to Naylor, just past him. I think that's the case of one of those skidding balls with a wet surface. Johnny Peng delivers inside to Gideon Lawrence.
It's one of the other factors we're going to have to watch tonight.
Right here, Peter Clorty right here. Peter chasing after. Looks like we're going to pick up. Good step by Katzman, but it's broken up. Katzman hustling back. Reading has the step on him, but he's hustling. Look at that.
Nice
great hustle.
There.
Ref says great call. The great no call by the ref. That was all ball. Excellent no call by the ref.
Nice containment there by Cooper. And
excellent
look at the
hustle.
number of substitutions coming in for Reading. 6 players coming in on Reading's side.
I don't think I could ever keep track of that. Let's see if Littlefield's going off.
Heading for a breather.
All right, so definitely Littlefield appears to be being replaced by someone with not as much size. We'll see how this impacts. Now, again, what we've seen from Arlington is when Coach was making multiple subs at once, it often took Arlington a couple minutes to kind of get that groove back in, get the rhythm back into the game. Katzman clears up to Donnelly, who's got some space.
Yadzio has been taking a slightly different tactic, going to almost like a one-by-one substitution, rolling them in over time to give each person a little bit of some fresh legs.
Good counter here by Arlington as well, and I agree. So I'll be curious to see. Sam sort of jumps in, wraps his arm around, and the ref says, "You know what? I gotta call that one." And I think Sam was just saying, "Hey, buddy, I appreciate going up against you. Solid, fair competition here." And the ref said, yeah, but it's still a penalty.
Yep. I think Sem knew it on the way up, kind of pulled back a little bit, but acknowledged it. That was still a penalty, needed to move on.
We also have to shout out to Sem's dad, Kevin, who's walking the sideline opposite Jason Donnelly. So look at this. 2 Arlington parents of seniors, working the sidelines, helping this game run smoothly. And here's Donnelly off a quick break up to Sem. Look at the speed from Sem. Goalie comes way out.
Wow.
Slides, taps it off his foot, and earns a throw-in. Are we going to see it? Are we going to get a throw-in from Rowan?
First substitution from Arlington here. Can't quite see who's coming in here.
Looks like Gideon Lawrence is off, and Sam Neal coming in. Sophomore Sam Neal, who always brings a ton of energy. Great shift from Gideon as well. He was making some great plays, disrupting up top, making Reading defense work. Sam Neal's going to bring a lot of energy as well, so we'll be curious to see how he does and if he's going to be able to break through. Arlington just needs that one goal to get in. I think that's going to be a huge impact for them in terms of morale once that first goal goes in.
You can see the effects of Arlington pressure, though. Reading consistently booting the ball out of bounds, trying to get a reset. All they have to do is basically clearing the ball.
Look at Sam, and that's what you get when you get Sam Neal. He is chasing the ball. He is a tenacious. He's kind of like a Jack Russell Terrier here.
Oh,
Rowan Egan comes in. We got a 4-on-3 right here. Off to Clorty. Clorty looking. He gets it off to Donnelly, who brings it out wide to the left.
Sem is lurking in the middle.
Sends it in. There's Sem just over Sem's head. Off of Sem's back as he got the ball kicked right at him. But again, really nicely set up for Arlington.
Felt like we had the advantage there. Almost had an opportunity there. Just a little bit over Sem's head.
Good punt by the Reading keeper. Gets it down almost into the Arlington box. Katzman with a good touch. He's got a lot of room here. Tries to get it to Egan in the middle, but it's broken up by Reading. So now Reading with a 5-on-4 counter. This is the most dangerous attack by Reading, and it just clears in front of the Arlington net.
Dangerous ball through the middle there in front of the net. Arlington may have got lucky on that one.
That was definitely, I'm going to say that was Reading's absolute best chance so far tonight. And here's Clorty pressing. Good to see the guys getting onto the ball really quickly. All right, so we've got an Arlington, looks like an Arlington goal kick coming up. Here we go. So far, no goalie kicks and no corner clicks for Reading. We've had a couple.
That is our tradition of the opposing team.
Absolutely.
They get goalie kicks and corner clicks.
Corner clicks. That's also our tradition when we're up in the booth, Jeff, is we just make mistakes when we talk and we roll with it.
Absolutely. I hear they're trending on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Formerly known as Twitter, absolutely. I've always wanted to be trending on X. And looks like Abe Donnelly here controlling, and looks like as we were talking, Jeff, looks like someone came in, little substitution,
I know that guy.
I think you know that guy.
Ryan DiGregorio in, senior,
Ryan,
number 11.
Otherwise known as Deegs. Colloquially known as Deegs. And look at this. Look at what Deegs earns us. Right off. Gets a throw-in from Rowan. Interesting.
Right at the foot of Reading there.
First time I've ever seen a throw-in from Rowan go short like that, and it got disrupted by Reading. Johnny Peng, great step, breaks it up. He's carrying it. Goes across Clorty with a good turn, shielding the ball. Can he get it off? Look at that. Tips it over the defender. He looked for the shot, deflects off a Reading defender. Peter Clorty with a great play right there.
Nice cut to create some space and almost got that shot off.
Flicked it up over the Reading defender's head. That was a beautiful little play. Johnny Peng, just gets through his feet. And here we go. Looks like Rand stepping in. Rowan Egan coming back. Clears it. Protecting, shielding. Off to Peng. Peng back to Egan on the corner. And great ball. Can Sam Neal get up to it? He does, absolutely. He had a lot of pressure from a defender. Clears it. Looks like that might have went off Deegs.
Unfortunate ricochet off his back. Allows for Reading to take the throw in here. You're seeing the consistency of this new approach of just substituting players in a little bit of time as the half develops here. Not a large-scale substitution on Arlington's side.
Katzman fighting with a Reading attacker, and Gaspard scoops it up right there. All right, looks like Gaspard's calling for the team to push up right here. All right, we've got the two attackers up top. Donnelly's playing heavy. Now, it's going to be interesting, too, as the game goes on. Donnelly has usually been a sort of a center, more in the middle of the field. So if Donnelly's up top all night, and here he goes, right here, we've got a 2-on-1 break. He dishes it. Thought Neal was there, but Sam had gotten tied up with a couple defenders. That was a great chance for Arlington. They had the numbers moving in. Clordy was making a great run.
Just gave it another second there. I think he would have realized that he had a little bit of space to make a decision there.
Looks like that might have been a little off the goalie's foot, but it's still a great punt. Cooper off the head. Clordy with a heavy hit from behind. Ref says, sorry, dude, you can't do that. Clordy feeling that one for sure. Interesting. Number 23 from Reading comes in from behind as Clordy was clearing that with his head. Looks like Clordy's feeling that one for sure. Katzman with the ball in, and it sneaks past, and here's Neal. Little fumble with the Reading defender, and ref says, no, you get the foul for that one. Interesting call on those ones. I'm never too clear what to do. We've got a replay here on Katzman's ball. Look at that right here, and here you can see right here is Neal falling on the guy. Seemed like it was clean contact to me, but unfortunately, ref says it's a penalty. Reading sets up, and Arlington
just lost his foot there, almost fell into the Reading player.
Absolutely, and he was turning, and I think the Reading player was just in his way. The ref saw it as a foul. So far, I will say, clean game so far. Hope it stays that way. Reading with a big shot just over the net too. Quick counter off the free kick from Reading.
Maybe only the second shot on Reading's side there.
And who we got coming in? Peter Clordy coming out after that big hit. He's got Keegan Maxwell.
You can see on the replay here, a little bit over the net, a little bit too strong. Maybe got a bit excited on Reading's second shot of the game.
And as Gaspard comes in for the goalie kick, the goal kick, sorry, not the goalie kick, Keegan Maxwell
on our side.
And Nate Dobro come in. Keegan subbing in for Peter Clordy on the left wing. Nate Dobro coming in for center mid. Looks like he might have stepped in for Naylor.
A little bit of a miscue there on the side. I think it kind of fell out of Ryan's hands there. May have come in and then tried to play the ball, but
looks like we got a free kick coming. Free kick for Reading.
Basic challenge there. A little bit of a miscue that Ryan played his own throw-in. So.
And that was a throw-in right there. Egan scoops it out on Reading. So here we go. Johnny Pang taking it, looking for.
Oh, no, switched.
Interesting call by the refs.
Sure, interesting. I think Arlington there thought that might have gone out on them, but
I also think that Reading thought that went out on them. You can usually tell by how the players react.
Everybody kind of retreated into the idea that Arlington was taking that throw-in, but ref had other ideas.
Did not see it our way, Jeff. I feel like that's happened to us a lot as well, is that refs do not see it our way.
That is the game of soccer.
That is. If we were from Reading, we might have said the refs saw it our way, but we aren't. And Nate Dobro making a great play in the middle. Lots of pressure on Reading right here. So we can see right here again a little bit. We've seen good step by Katzman. Breaks up the play. We can see here, I don't know if you've noticed it as well, Jeff, since the subs, little slower. Reading's kind of had their subs. Arlington's pulled in their round of subs. Looks like the momentum's sort of turned. We haven't seen quite as many clean attacks and setups from Arlington that we saw in those first 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, pitch is slightly tilted.
Right now, though, here we go. Egan making a play out to Sam Neal. Sam Neal brings it back, reset. Egan, lots of space in the middle. Takes it over to Dobro. Johnny Pang making a long run from the back, calling for it. And here's Rand with a good touch.
Got some space
there. And there's Johnny Pang calling for it, but that goes out. Interference by the ref, but he was out of bounds, so it doesn't matter.
We'll let that one go.
He saved Jason Donnelly a little extra work. But Jason Donnelly, we know, would have been there ready to retrieve that ball. Sam Neal fights for it, and then here we go. Back to Sam Neal, and looks like Keegan Maxwell, who we will say Keegan Maxwell scored against Belmont, and to the befuddlement of every single parent and every single Arlington fan in the stands, the goal was called back because we don't know why. There was a random penalty called, and right now
looks like the Reading goalie needs some assistance with the old shoe tie. curious what this is going on here.
Absolutely. And we've got a replay coming in of the hit right here. Earlier in the game, this was the clean tackle by Katzman that the ref said no call.
Maybe a little elbow there on Cooper as he kind of came down, but just a nice aggressive play. Cooper containing him to the outside, but ultimately Reading fell to the turf.
Exactly. Overpowered by the sheer force of Arlington. And now,
of steel Katzman is.
Now that the Reading goalie has had his shoe tied by his teammate, we are back in play. Ball cleared by Rand outside. I imagine tying your shoes with your goalie gloves would be difficult.
That's what it is.
And I hear they cannot come off. Again, here we go with a six-person substitution for Reading. There's so many.
Much different approach from Reading here in terms of the way the substitutions work. And we'll see if Arlington, now in rhythm, can take advantage of the big turnover in the Reading team here.
And we've got Gaspard picking it up. We got a goal kick coming in for Arlington.
Plays to the outside.
Quick play. Reading's giving Arlington some time. Katzman sends it just out.
Just wide.
And here we go. Reading throw. Our friend Littlefield calling for it in the middle. Picks it up. Katzman containing. Keegan Maxwell getting in on it. Nate Dobro. And
almost caused a turnover.
Littlefield steps in. Dobro back to Gaspard. And picked up by Reading, but it looks like, good touch. Good first touch by Reading on that ball.
Rowan
but Egan
said,
picks
You're
it
not
up.
Getting by me.
Rogan using his physicality. Good to see Rowan stepping in with some physicality. Abe Donnelly looking for the ball to get past the Reading defender. And here we go. Reading with a solid counter right here. Quick turn. Good containment by Finn to let Egan come back, step in. Littlefield with a little touch in. Katzman clears it off his head.
Nice jump there.
Tried an attempted bicycle kick by Reading. I have to applaud that.
Doesn't quite have the numbers, but here they come.
Here they come on the side. Here comes Keegan Maxwell.
Run off to the side.
Here we go. They've got three guys up. Keegan Maxwell stepping in. Keegan looking to get his goal back after it was called back against Belmont. Good
nice
step by
there.
Finn, breaking up the Reading counter. Good to see this. We've got, again, I think you were right, Jeff, with the mass substitution from Reading. I think we've got Arlington.
A little bit out of sequence here, right?
Arlington feeling a little better and finding their rhythm now. And here's Egan. Oh, look at that. Egan. Rowan met
the two
Littlefield.
Big guys.
And Rowan is a strong physical presence, and it's sort of like you just cannot move Littlefield if you run in against him. All right, we've got a Reading throw coming up. But again, right here, look, I think Arlington is going to be able to keep the ball in Reading's half now. Rand making a good play on the ball. Look at that heavy touch and sends it wide. So we've got a Reading throw coming up. So I might have spoken a little too soon. Reading with the counter, trying to set up.
10 minutes left here
and
in the first
Littlefield
half.
plays it wide. So here we go. We've got an Arlington throw. Is Deegs taking it? Looks like Deegs might be taking it. But
now off the field, I think, who's coming in for Arlington here? Number 11?
I guess so. Who is that coming in? It's not Gideon Lawrence. And Gaspard plays it out wide to Katzman. Katzman with a lot of space, making a good run, solid run. Fights off the Reading defender and gets it broken up, but steps in. Here we go. Keegan Maxwell. Arlington taking their time. That's good to see, right? Keeping the ball on the ground. Dobro into the middle to Egan, and they've got Maxwell up wide. I wonder if they can get that ball. Here's Finn Napelio putting it up to the middle, just in front of Abe Donnelly. So the Reading defender scoops it up. That I'm going to say is a missed call. That looked like a the Reading player slipped, and we got the replay coming up. So here we go. We got the play coming up right here, and
I think he just lost his footing.
I think he lost his footing on the wet field.
Up to Finn.
And this is
a very strong player there, just a wall, and I think the Reading's player just kind of landed on the turf.
So Reading, this is a dangerous situation for Reading. The free kick being taken here.
Around the 25-yard mark here.
And Gaspard comes up
what
with
a
a huge save as that ball was
ball's
sailing
coming
right
back
into the
in, though.
corner.
It's gotta
Can
get back up and
Arlington
ready.
get it out? We've got a goal kick. Great save by Gaspard. Excellent play. Keeps the scoreboard clear, and we've got a goal kick coming up. Well played by Gaspard there. One of his finest saves of the season. Absolutely. So we've got shots. We'll call it 2 and 2 for shots right now. We're keeping strict metrics for what we consider a shot. That was definitely absolutely a shot. That was going to the back of the net. Had Gaspard not laid himself out to his left.
Great save there with a hand over on our right side of the goal.
Rand blocking, and we get another goal kick. All right, Arlington resetting. And we've got 7 minutes to go in the half, Jeff. Let's see, we've had a lot of games where we've ended the half 0-0. And it's often that first little bit of the second half where Arlington will lose it.
Here by
and
Arlington.
Here we go. This is
in?
the sub who came in, and just what? I'm going to guess, based on the speed I just saw, that is Aiden Connolly who came in for Deegs. So Aiden Connolly, who's a very speedy player, playing up on the wing now because we have the two strikers. It'll be great to see him. Nate Dobro with a great physical touch. There, we're going to get a foul. Good sportsmanship right there to see Reading say, hey, sorry about that.
Good to see.
Good to see. Very good to see that.
Arlington moving quickly here.
Move quick and broken up. Number 20, center back for Reading, is having a great game. Dobro
Arlington
distributing. And
just a miscue
just
there. Went in between
Connolly.
two players. That's the type of thing we've been seeing here and there, of just a ball slightly behind the development of the play. If they could just get that ball just out in front of them, I think the runs will be much more effective. Arlington will get space in some of those well-needed shots on goal.
Johnny Pang looks like, we got a Reading throw. So, Jeff, I think number 20 in the back, senior Henry Skian for Reading, right now, even more than the big guy in the middle.
Littleton there.
Littlefield.
Number 20, Henry Skian, has been playing a great game, breaking up a lot of Arlington's counterattacks. And potentially a foul right there. And Connolly says, hey, sorry, he got his foot in on the ball. Reading player went down, but good to see those guys checking in on each other. Ref coming in, making sure Reading player's okay. Nice to see that, because we've definitely seen a couple games where plays like that are not going to be going, not going to be quite as cordial after the fact on either end. Reading building, but looks like a miscue. So Arlington with a throw, and we've got 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. Looks like, who do we have taking this throw? Johnny Pang taking the throw. Good throw.
Oh.
Refs whistle it.
Needs a little time
back.
there. Refs are saying, hang on just a second.
Not sure
Have
why.
A little redo. Once again, second time I've seen the ball slip out of the Arlington player's hands during a throw-in, and now gives the ball over to Reading.
And Rand with a great clearance, great defense off the head. Reading throw, but Rand breaking up the quick counter by Reading. Potentially a handball on Connolly. Ref didn't see it, I think. Throw in, broken up, cleared. And now right here, if Arlington can pick it up.
Little mistake there.
Sam
Almost.
Neal nearly scooped up a mistake by Reading.
Like to see some.
Way to keep it in by Reading right there. Finn DePelio collects, crosses the field to Connolly. Connolly with his, look at that, great ball up to number 20.
To settle it. Oh, nice run.
And Connolly with a great play here. And he's called for a foul.
Dead.
Interesting. And number 20 for Arlington, Antrias coming in. Antrias, a fantastic wrestler as well. Good to see him getting some play time. You know when he comes in,
Reading
he is going to be
here into the corner, contained to the corner.
And
looks
we've
like
got
a corner kick for a corner click.
Corner click. This is Reading's first corner click, and we are 3 minutes, 13 seconds to go. And so you know with this corner click, this is a great opportunity for Reading. See if Arlington can stay strong. Their new back is doing a great job keeping the ball out so far.
But while we were talking, Jeff, it looks like Fernando and Antrias came in to the game, cleared right there by number 30, Finn Nepelio, whose number I could not remember during the public announcement of
number 30.
The team. Number 30.
Give it up for 30, Finn
Nepelio. And here we got a counter, a quick attack, good shot, and
oh,
Gaspard
nice
is there
save by
again.
Gaspard there.
Had
Just
to
a laser
earn
on
that.
goal, lays out, grabs the ball, and we're going to get another look at this shot by Reading. Great play by Gaspard here.
And you can see right here, good movement
in.
into the middle by Reading. Nice rocket.
Oh,
They took the shot. Gaspard lays out for it. Katzman steps in, clears, breaks that play up. And there's Fernando scooping up, loses it in the middle to Reading. And look at that great breakup by Johnny Peng. Johnny Peng goes down hard, but he is up quick. And there's Finn
He gets
making
up
a
as fast
run
as
up
he
the middle.
runs.
Here's Finn. Boots. And yes, we've got a break. And here's Antrias coming for it.
Oh.
Reading goalie way out. You saw Abe. Abe was thinking, I've got a shot right there. Absolutely. And just, I think, saw the open goal and went a little quick on that one. Reading with a quick counter, but Abe Donnelly dropping back deep. Here we go. Arlington breaks it up. It's cleared. And here's Antrias again. Can't quite get there. Reading defender. Number 20, Henry Skian, keeps it in. Interesting. There's an aggressive play against Fernando, not called. And here's Antrias coming in. Pressure. Sam Neal pressuring again. Good call. Good no call by the ref. That was actually, if anything, that was going to be a foul on Reading, a high kick on Reading. Looks like Peter Clardy coming in for Aiden Connolly. Absolutely.
Feeling Arlington's a little on their heels right now with the starting lineup from Reading into the game. But good opportunity here with just a couple minutes left. We'll see if Arlington can get another shot on goal.
And here's Maxwell. That's
nice
about where he scored
right
from against Belmont. So we know he's capable of putting the ball in the back from there.
Johnny
Peng stepping in, takes a shot on goal, but right at the goalie who falls on it.
Again, we like seeing the shot on goal. Wasn't the strongest kick, but still keep the goalie on his heels. And you never know with this weather, wet gloves, that ball could slip right through.
And Johnny kept that ball on the ground. It took 2-3 bounces before it got to the goalie. Anything can happen in that. High kick. This goalie has incredibly high punts. Keegan Maxwell getting up, lays himself out, and we've got a throw in for Reading. This could be one of their last chances to really put some pressure on the Arlington D. Sam Neal tries to break it up almost. There. Maxwell smartly lets that ball roll outside. Katzman steps in for the throw-in. He's looking for it. He was looking for the quick move. There's the half right there. So we end 0-0, Jeff. We've been here before.
I've seen this game before, I think.
And coming up, we've got some first half highlights for you.
So far, the game relatively even, at least in the shots category by our excellent stat keeping here. Around 3 shots each for the 2 teams.
3 shots each, and I will say of those shots, I think Reading has had 2 exceptionally great chances that forced Gaspard to come up big, and so I think right now, in terms of quality of shots, Reading has the advantage in quality shots.
Reading going to Gaspard's left side in both of those 2 instances, forces him to dive over there, get a hand on it, keep control of the ball, but great shots in those 2 instances by Reading.
And the highlights for me this half have been the more aggressive take from Arlington. I think having the 2 guys up top has worked well for them. Evidenced by this first half of play, the new back line, we have 2 juniors stepping in who haven't played a ton of back this season, but they are stepping in and they're getting the job done. They
also seeing some fruits of labor of the different formation from Arlington. As you mentioned, the 2 strikers, Rowan in the middle, couple nice opportunities there, and the ball just a little off mark, which lost a shot on goal, but they'll put it together and they'll get that ball in the back of the net.
And I think the other thing that I've seen is Arlington controlling more of the middle of the field. I think having Rowan's presence in the middle of the field, Coach was telling me that is where Rowan played his sophomore year, and Rowan playing his sophomore year in the number 6 position, sort of the center defensive mid position. He's familiar with it. The team obviously had a lot of success with him in that position, and I think it is working out. And obviously, this is the first time they're playing with it. So I think as they
Learning
figure
on
this
the fly
out,
here.
they're gonna just get smoother and smoother with it. But the story of Arlington's season so far has really been, hey, our defense will shut you down, and they just now this second half they've got to find a way to put it into the goal. Arlington needs to score this half. That's what it comes down to, Jeff.
Well, we got 5 minutes left here in the half, and we'll be back with you at the start of the second half.
And we've got 40 seconds to go before the start of the second half. Jeff, 40 minutes to decide this nail-biter between Reading and Arlington. What are you thinking right now? What is the chess match that Coach Yazio was dictating?
Grandmaster Yazio here in the second half.
Yazio.
The only thing I'm hoping here is that we don't have a repeat of some of these past games where there's some little chippy goal that goes in, and that's the differentiator in some 1-0 loss. I'm hoping that Arlington can have a strong kick, get that ball in the net, and we win decisively on a goal coming up here in the second half.
I would 100% agree with that. And what I think is Arlington, a lot of those goals have been coming quick in the second half.
That's right.
And I think
these first 5 minutes are going to be really key,
first 5
Josh.
minutes exactly will
They gotta
show
come out
us
hard,
what it's going to be.
fire, score.
Just score. That's as simple as you got to do. And score more than the other team, as we've talked about in the past.
Right. I forgot about that, Josh. That is exactly what the key to the game is.
Key to the game. And key to tonight's broadcast is the team from ACMi. We've got Nick,
shout
the
out
producer, Jack on replay, Mia, the technical director. We have Joe Lynn on a camera operator, Derek on a camera. We have Mazin. No.
Mazin.
Mazin
jazzing with
is
Mazin.
directing. We are jazzing with Mazin and Francis on a camera as well. Great shout out. Even though I can't pronounce their names, we have a fantastic team from ACMi.
At least you're consistent, Josh,
bringing
I have
you
to say.
this. I'm nothing if not a professional and consistent, Jeff. And here we go. Arlington with the kick right here. Back to Egan in the middle. And second half is underway. 40 minutes to decide if Arlington gets itself back in the W column. Gaspard picks it up, and we've got a goal kick coming up for Arlington off the start.
News in that JV won the earlier game. Exciting news. Arlington gets a W today with the JV boys team.
JV boys have been having a great season, it seems, playing a 3-0 for JV boys. Let's see if the varsity boys can get a similar score tonight. Great goal kick from
header.
Gaspard. Here we go. Little miscue from Reading. Goalie comes out, makes an aggressive
nice
play.
run by Abe.
Smart play by the goalie, Johnny Peng.
Look at him getting up on the hop on that one.
Interesting. No call on the attack there.
Rowan is
Egan.
not going to give up on that ball.
Lots of energy right here.
A little bit of some missteps here. Might have been an opportunity for Arlington
Look
to
at
steal
Gideon
that ball.
putting the pressure right here.
Lots of pressure from Arlington right from the beginning.
Nice try by Naylor to interrupt. Finn steps in. Katzman's there to cover for him. Plays up, broken up by Reading. Here we go. These are the plays right here where Arlington, this is where those miscue goals.
Just a little off, right?
Just a little bit off, but it looks like they get the throw in.
Take that half second, find the player, land a great ball to their feet.
We've got Katzman and Egan. Oh, no, it's a
miscue goes out on Arlington. Opportunity for Reading here.
Throw. Coach Yazio leaving Abe and Gideon pretty high up, looking for that quick counter, I think. Katzman steps in, breaks it up, gets it. No, and it's off to a Reading defender. Finn using his body, shielding, gets a shove from behind. No call from the ref. I know those shielding moments get a little chippy, but you know, to me that looked like a shove.
Still remains Arlington ball here. And you can see a little bit what we were concerned about, that Reading's pressing a little bit in our defensive zone here. Would like to see Arlington take control of the game back in the other direction, get this turf tipped in their direction.
Now, one of the things I heard from the players going into this game, Jeff, and here we go,
see,
little
ball
run
behind them there.
Exactly, that ball's coming in behind. And one of the things I heard, and great run by Peng on the right-hand side.
Look at that
all
speed
the way
going
from
to
the back.
the corner.
Look at that fighting against the Reading player. And who's this going to go for? Looks like we've got an Arlington throw. Great hustle by Peng to earn that throw-in.
Who's going to the sideline?
It's Rowan.
It's Rowan. And what do we have here?
That means we got a
throw-in by Rowan.
Throw-in
Mark
by
it up
Rowan.
on the stat sheet.
Third one of tonight. Usually we'll see a few more of these.
Our key stats of the game right there.
Key stats. And unfortunately, I think as we've seen on several throw-ins tonight, that throw-in from Rowan slipped out of his hand.
The weather really affecting the players tonight in a bunch of subtle different ways. And right there, usually Rowan can place that right in the middle of the field.
And he gets it into Naylor in the middle, who gets it. Little bouncing off, and Sem, the leading points guy for the team. And we got another Arlington throw. And I'll be curious to see if they have Rowan take this again. It's clear that
to the further sideline,
and
but I
he's
think Sem's
calling for
dish
Sem
it off,
to take
maybe.
it. Looks like the weather has neutralized the impressive throw-in from Rowan. And Rowan bringing it deep into the corner. Looks like he was trying to get his foot on that ball.
Another little subtle thing of the weather and the wetness on the ball, getting that foot on it. Just doesn't have the tactility that they're used to.
And that gives us a goalie kick, Jeff.
That's our first goalie kick of the second half. Very exciting.
At least,
for those of you just joining us for the first time, the visiting team always does goalie kicks, as we coined in our first game together now. 4 games ago now, Josh?
4 games ago.
Holy cow, it seems like it's been an eternity.
Looking forward to our first away game that we get. Big shout out to Phil Ryan, who announces the girls team.
Oh, nice step there by.
Oh, look at Johnny Peng. Look at that spin on that ball. That's going to stay in. Johnny Peng using his speed from track. Phil has done some of the away games as well. So shout out to him for making us aware of being able to announce away games. And we got a replay coming in, I think, of one of the throw-in from Rowan's, one of the earned ones deep in the.
Oh no, this is just Johnny
Peng chasing after. Look at that ball. That was like
Flash Pang over there.
Whew, yeah, that's right. Maybe Johnny the Flash Pang right there. That was also like a professional bowling association ball right there. Going, not candlepin, none of this New England candlepin. That was straight professional bowling quality spin on that ball. Arlington throw right here.
I guess a throw, maybe aided by their players, helping the ref which way that should go.
Arlington throw also aided by Jason Donnelly, who was on the ball. And
captain of our ball people, Jason Donnelly.
Captain and hero. And Kevin,
big collision.
Tough hit.
No call. Oh, there it is.
Looks like ref was playing advantage. Reading broke up the play. Naylor took a hard hit right in the middle of the field.
Too much elbow on that one.
But big shout out to Jason Donnelly, Kevin Ferguson, the 2 parents on the sideline, while all the other ones enjoy the game from the stand. They are making it happen. And here comes Kevin's son, Sem. Look at Sem with that footwork. Brings it back in. Sem with a big left foot. Steps over. Almost distributes. Johnny Peng playing deep again. I think Coach Yazio, his chess match was, and Sem.
Almost there, almost.
Beautiful play, beautiful style from Sem, though.
Shout out to Kevin Ferguson on the sideline, often the team's official photographer, really documenting our whole season. Really appreciate it.
Kevin Ferguson and I believe someone by the name of Heather DiGregorio also has been known to take a
couple flicks or two.
Couple flicks of the team in action. Ran with a great crossover to Cooper. Cooper looking for something, little stutter step, and gets by his man. Look at this.
We saw Cooper do this a couple games ago.
Oh, he was looking for
just
Gideon Lawrence.
Speed along the sideline there.
Broken up by Reading. You could see that early in the game. The boys were telling me before the game, sorry, Jeff, that they were looking to make some of those runs up the side, that they were hoping to push Sem and Peter on the wings in a little bit to open up some space for backs to make some runs. Played out well right there, just couldn't finish in that top
Cooper's
third.
Such a weapon over on the side there that when he gets going, there is nobody that's going to catch up to him.
And we got
tries to settle
Reading
it there.
Controlling in the middle here.
Got a little
Dangerous
bit too much
play.
space.
Jacob Naylor breaks it
back.
up, forces him back, and right there, good come to the ball. And Finn Napelio, great job by Finn.
Nice foot there.
And
Reading keeps battling, though, and keeps possession.
Keeps it in. It's always tough for us to see that far sideline, far touch line. And Reading keeps it in. I'm always going to say it's out. Abe chasing Reading back, moving it in. Reading also bringing up some backs. And here we go. Here's a chance for a counter. Gideon Lawrence bringing it out wide, sends it up the field. Reading goalie coming out.
Goalie picks it up. Little reset for Reading here. Let's see if Arlington can connect on some of these transitions and put a play together.
That one's up with the moon. We had a full moon this morning, Jeff, and that ball was going there as well. That ball had the height to reach the moon. But Arlington controls. Ran with a nice play back to Finn, who crosses it over to Katzman.
A little behind again.
Oh, but they save it, brings it back in, and again gets around his man.
Oh!
Can't quite control it. That's the second time Katzman's got around.
He was revving up the engine to head up that sideline.
Right there.
Wasn't going to stop that train.
I think Coach might have been telling him from the back. We've seen Peng and Katzman both making some aggressive runs up the side. I think that's part of the Yazio master chess plan.
Looks First substitution coming in here
Keegan
for Arlington.
Maxwell. Keegan Maxwell coming in for Gideon Lawrence, it looks like.
Single subs continuing on for Grandmaster Yazio.
24th year for Yazio at the helm of the Arlington boys. Great to hear his attitude and approach to talking to the boys about each of these games, because you know this is not where Arlington wants to be this season. They were expecting a much different win percentage, but here
chases it down and keeps it in.
Nice work by Peng, shielding, earning the goalie kick.
Oh, and Redding happened to just fall down.
Just fell down. Ref said, "I know what you're doing right there. You're
not gonna catch me. Nope.
Not gonna catch me." These are, I gotta hand it to the refs. Pretty solid calls so far. I'm always open to saying they make missed calls, especially as the game gets closer.
As we like to say, our friendly bias here in the booth.
Our friendly bias, absolutely.
A little collision there over to the side, but that just opens up a little bit of a lane there to try to make a run, but unfortunately heads out of bounds.
But hearing Yazio talk to the boys, hearing about how Yazio discusses these games with the boys, it's really encouraging to know that someone as thoughtful is leading this team.
At the helm.
So
that's part of the challenge, right? When you're going through these troubles, you got to keep your head up. You got to keep yourself in the game mentally, because it just starts to eat at you, right? And then you just, it's a vicious cycle. So boys are keeping their heads high, fighting hard in each one of these games we've been calling.
Putting some pressure in here, and here's Rowan making a turn, almost connected with Abe, and good step by Rand in the middle. Gives Arlington enough time to get most of their guys back. They've got a solid line in the back. Rand's
back in
touch.
Fourth game here in the first 10 minutes of play here.
Absolutely, it is going to come down, Jeff, to just which team is able to capitalize on the smallest of mistakes from the other. And as we've seen with most of Arlington's games, if they can stay focused, if they can stay strong and not have that little smallest of laps in the back, they've got a chance. They've just got to put together a couple of passes here. Oh, turnover in the middle. Great run by Redding.
Oh, nice shield there. To
Finn
allow
using his body
to pick up the ball and save a very dangerous situation there for Arlington.
And you could see with Finn calling, "Hey guys, just slow down, slow down." He's directing the team from the back. Good to see Finn taking that leadership role after a couple years off of soccer. He's been playing a heck of a year in the back.
Absolutely. So nice to see him back.
It has been potentially high kick. Egan uses body, pushes off. Arlington getting physical here.
The man of steel pushing Redding off
and
the ball.
And here we go. Great ball by Abe off to Peter, and it's just long. All right, looks like we
have a little bit of a look here maybe at the turnover.
Take a look at the turnover. You see Naylor right here, passes it out, and it's broken up. And look at that ball, and Finn getting in front. Gives Gaspard time to scoop that ball up.
Such an important move there from Finn, blocking the Redding guy out.
Heads up play,
not get the ball.
Keeping his eye on the ball, knowing that the play wasn't over. And there's Donnelly had a great attack right there, broken up by the defenders. Naylor comes in, and here's a counter by Redding.
Still Arlington has numbers here.
Arlington's got numbers in the back, and they've got people coming back as well. Great contain by Rand in the middle. And here's Naylor getting back. And we got a goal kick coming up.
Goal kick for Arlington.
Jeff, I'm afraid we've missed a couple of goal kicks.
We'll just make it up.
That's what we do. That is absolutely what we do. Just like it was a 1-1 tie against Belmont.
Exactly.
And that was not a goal kick. We actually have a free kick. So we were making up the goal kick, and we have a Redding free kick. Dangerous ball cleared by Rowan. And here's Abe.
Not sure how we
Peter
missed that
Clardy
one.
using his ups. That's like the call against Keegan's goal against Belmont.
Exactly.
Everybody missed it.
Yeah. Looks like we must have had a blacked out or something there for a moment.
Looks like the tech team has given us a replay here. Looks like we've got the free kick coming up, and you can see Egan step up and look at that clearance. Look at that. Now, Jeff, I'm going deep deep in the archives. I remember coming when our boys were sophomores. Rowan was playing for Varsity, stepping up, playing the position he is today. Last-minute goal. I remember coming to one of these games, watching. I was walking in from the parking lot, and it's going to happen just like this. Here's Keegan Maxwell up top, takes a shot, and we got a goal for Arlington.
Oh,
Jeff.
This could be the difference maker in this game.
Right there. That was
Had
beautiful.
a little bit of space. Such an amazing shot.
Jeff.
Goalie couldn't get to it.
Unbelievable. On the ground. Smart play. We got the replay coming up. Look at this. We got Peter Clorty. Dishes it into Maxwell. Maxwell gets his makeup from his Belmont goal. Arlington with lots of energy. And, Jeff, that is the first goal we've been able to call for Arlington as a duo up in the booth.
So exciting. And is this the goal that changes the difference for Arlington and just unlocks the potential that's lurking in each one of these players?
Oh, I think this is it. Look at this. We got Keegan Maxwell coming up. Lots of pressure. And Rand, look at that. Rand stepping in. We've got Redding with a good counter, though. There's a lot of energy. Redding has having a great season. Good ball into the middle. Sam Neal, can he get there? Redding defender clears that. Abe Donnelly with a great tackle. Controls the ball, slows it down, dishes it back to Katzman. All right, now here we're going to have to see. Arlington has had the lead on teams like Lexington. Reading was down 2-0 against Lexington just a couple days ago, and they were able to come back. Keegan Maxwell scored the goal. Keegan Maxwell, a sophomore sensation. Keegan Maxwell scores this goal and puts Arlington up. Gaspard punches that ball, gets a little chippy, little nippy. It's going to be nippy later in the season, Jeff. And Keegan Maxwell with a good turn tackle. I think we have a Reading throw instead of an Arlington free kick.
Wow, I thought that one was probably going Arlington's way on that one with the putting him into the dirt. But
you and I both. And Sem, though, look at that, just gracefully takes it off his feet. Abe slowing it back down to Pang. Pang looking for room on the wing. Dishes to Sem. Sem with the turn to the middle. Great ball by Sem. Gets it.
Skills.
Good cross to Clorty, who was able to set up Maxwell. And there's Sam Neal making a run.
Here comes Arlington again.
Into
the
middle.
Get some space. Sem's got it.
Sem looking for Sam Neal, maybe.
Oh, and he gets pushed down and around the 20-yard line there.
Ref said,
wow,
sorry, Sem. We aren't going to call that one.
Again.
Rowan Egan containing. Johnny Pang hustling back.
Nice foot.
Katzman bodies off the Arlington
attack.
Up to that? Keegan Maxwell saves it and earns the Arlington throw. Potentially an Arlington free kick, because that was actually off the arm, the hand of the Reading player. I think incidental. Ref says that's incidental. We're going to give it a throw-in. Abe with a great throw-in to Sam Neal, who's making a cross. There. Shielded by Reading, and goalie kick coming up for Reading.
Really nice change here of Arlington pressure. After the goal, you see all the energy in the Arlington players. They want another one.
100%. And I will say, I was telling the story of Rowan scoring an incredible header his sophomore year in a night game like this until we were so fortunately interrupted by Keegan Maxwell's
using his head again.
Goal.
You almost called it.
Almost called it. I just had the wrong player. Abe, I think we might have a foul coming up. Ref played advantage. Definitely had a foul coming up on the Reading player.
I'm thinking we're going to see a little replay here.
Replay coming up on this foul. This is a dangerous spot. Abe is definitely capable of scoring from here. Sets Arlington up about 35 yards out. We have seen Abe and others score from this distance. Rowan being pushed up front. We know he can use his body. He can get his head up high.
See him work the back door here.
5 players up
Rowan
top.
on the run.
Go looking for Rowan, and
almost connected with him.
Great free kick by Abe.
Nice,
almost connected with Rowan.
Nice idea there.
Lots of pressure on Reading. Good to see the boys have not let up, but they, again, do not forget, Reading was down 2-0 against a very strong Lexington team, came back to win, or to tie it up 2-2. Arlington was up against Lexington.
Possession here.
It would be great to see them get a security
almost
goal
on the
here,
through ball there.
Little insurance. But Reading is not to be counted out. Kevin Ferguson with a great ball over a photographer into Johnny Pang for the throw-in. Rowan controls it back to Pang.
Little reset here by Arlington.
Playing it back see what Rand does. Into the middle to Abe. Little heavy touch by Abe. Turns over to to Reading.
Ooh,
Reading player slips.
Might be. Oh, there we go. Got a little break there. Arlington
Gets it out wide to Sem, and look at Sam Neal coming up the line. Let's see if Johnny Peng sees him. Brings it back in. Lots of Arlington players. Good little heel flick by Abe to Sem.
Sem's on the run here.
Sem makes a run. Oh, almost past the Reading defenders to Peter Clordy on the wing.
Sem is now on the other side.
Sem is everywhere, Jeff. Where is Sem not?
He's running all across the field everywhere.
Look at that move by Sem.
Oh, not giving up and tackle.
And tackle.
Wait a minute. Is this the football game or is this a soccer game?
Well,
here?
I think
tackled.
ACMi
Let's
replay.
see this on the replay here.
We've got to see what's going on with this.
Man, just bear hugged him and dragged him
and
to the
Jeff,
ground.
Our second missed call. We've got a goalie kick.
Oh,
what?
Man.
We
thought for sure that was going to be a penalty on Reading, but here we are.
And first time into the game, we have Kai Headland, who we saw making some great plays against Winchester in the last home game. Kai, lots of energy coming up.
Lots of energy.
Looks like he's coming in for Sem.
Relentless pursuit of the ball when Kai was in the game the last time.
Coach Yazio probably has Sem taking a breather because he said, Sem, you were just playing great. And look at this. We've got Keegan Maxwell again. And Sam Neal, 2 Arlington players.
Oh.
Goalie clears it. Lots of pressure from Arlington. Johnny Peng gets up. Kai Headland trying to save it. Not quite,
Always making a difference when he comes in the game, Kai Headland.
Here we go. Reading throw.
Kai's not letting
nice
Reading
ball,
turn the corner
and
there.
Abe
puts it into space.
22 for Reading, clears it there. One of their backs, 22. Been playing a solid game. Will Hughes, senior.
Ooh, big collision along the sidelines there. The ref says play on.
And we got a bullet taken by Peter Clordy. One of several great shots he's taken
pressure by Arlington at this point.
Season. Peter
Put the
Clordy.
ball on net. The goalie slips on the kick. You're really seeing the effects of the weather right now. The turf is wet. The ball is wet. The goalie gloves are wet.
Sam
nice
Neal
little
with
breakaway here.
Break.
Can he get around? Can he get around?
And he does, but just tipped off. Looks like we might have another replay coming in.
Let's get a closer eye on this breakaway right here.
How close this was for Sam Neal. Look at
the speed.
Right here. Just deflects off the goalie, and we got a throw-in from Rowan coming up.
Mark it down.
That is our 5th throw-in from Rowan tonight.
Substitution here for Reading. 23 out.
And Littlefield back in. Number 30.
Reading shoring up the middle of the field here.
Going
with
the size. And that ball was all Rowan into the middle. Johnny Peng steps in, does not allow the clearance by Reading, but Reading controls his touch. Rand with a good touch. Control right into Rowan.
Nice ball to
over
the other
to
side to switch it up.
Clordy back to Katzman on the left wing. Katzman back into Abe. Abe up to Clordy, who brings it into the middle and just a little bit heavy.
Out of space there.
But with the pressure from Katzman, the ball gets out wide. Arlington throw. Abe off the chest, brings it down, gets
nice
around
turn
Littlefield.
Here. Can he get through? Oh, couldn't get through on this one.
Katzman steps in. Let's see who's going to – and Abe picks it back up. Look at this. Here we go. Abe bringing it out to the left. Taking his time. Reading not tons of pressure. Heavy touch, and we've got a corner kick coming up for Arlington.
Nice opportunity here. Arlington's really been pressuring the goal. Arlington often sets up towards the far side of the goal and makes its run on the kick. We'll see maybe if they go short here.
Looks like Arlington's keeping 3 back. Yazio not wanting to give too much up. Handball by Kai. Ref sees it, calls it. So, Jeff, one thing I've noticed, lots of the guys, third of the way through the season, this is the 7th game of 18, I believe. Lots of the guys starting to get beat up a little bit. Just saw Katzman limping a little bit. I know pre-game he was taping up his feet. He got stepped on by a former teammate against Winchester. Oof. And he's definitely got a bruise on his foot. Sam Neal with a little flick, and Keegan Maxwell almost gets it. So it'll be interesting to see how the guys hold up. We have 17 and a half minutes. Know that guys are going to be feeling tired. Guys are going to be bruised and battered. See how Arlington can hold up for the next 17 minutes.
Guys got to battle through here. Important point in the game.
Henry Skian right there breaks through, but Finn and a little miscue right here. But look at Rand right there.
Ooh,
can't quite clear, but it goes out wide to Katzman, who clears it up to the middle, but it's turned over to Reading. Rowan picks it up. Picked up by Redding again. And
Oh,
Sam
nice
Neal with a
cut.
good touch, being pressured off the ball. Good battle. Ref's going to call it. Which way is it going to go?
Oh,
He
the
calls
other direction.
He calls it the wrong way.
Didn't
The
like
wrong
that
direction.
little push
Jeff.
there by Arlington, but I don't know.
We might have a replay. I'm not sure if we're going to see a replay, but Sam Neal making some things happen right here. We'll maybe come back to that one later, folks. We've got a free kick from Redding. It's a long ways out.
Redding setting up around the 10-yard line here. Ball into the
Good
middle.
Good ball. Deep, high, off.
Nice header.
Napelio clears
Clear
it.
that out.
And there's Abe with a little burst of speed. Tries to get around the Redding player. And here Redding breaks up the clearance by Arlington. Napelio gets it out wide. Can Katzman keep it in?
Ooh, big hit.
Aggressive hit by Arlington or by Redding, not
Cooper
even
raises
going
his hands,
for the
wondering,
ball.
what do I have to do
Drops
here to
the
get a
shoulder.
penalty? Oh, my goodness.
I've seen that in the NHL.
Woo. Big hit along the side. No call from the ref.
Now, knowing that this is often how these games have turned, dangerous play by Redding, but the ball goes wide.
Rowan did just enough there to mess up the direction of that ball. Redding shoots it wide.
Katzman limping after that. We got a replay of coming up of the hit right here, and you can watch this Redding player
coming over.
just dropping elbow up. Now, these are the plays, Jeff, where the refs, we've seen in the second halves, the ref letting these sort of hard fouls go, and we've seen some very dangerous plays as games have gotten tight and as the time ticks down. So you don't want to see the refs let these games get out of control, and hits like that are kind of what are going to lead to it. But Arlington responds.
Coming up the side here.
Looks like we're
taking
building,
a break here
taking
to
the time.
allow it to
Great
reset.
ball by Neal into the middle to Rowan Egan,
Nice
who
ball to the
gets it
middle.
into Maxwell. Back to Egan. Gets it out wide to Katzman, who's got time. Look at Arlington playing smart ball here.
They know they have the lead. Control is so important here with 15 minutes left in the game.
Look at Rand stepping up into the middle. Gets it up, and here comes Keegan Maxwell looking for a second goal.
Oh, another shoulder there.
Another shoulder dropped, and Maxwell with a little shove as well, but earns the Arlington throw. The refs are not calling it both ways. Jason Donnelly, look at that, handling two balls at once, gets the game ball into Egan.
Here comes a throw in by Rowan, I think.
Always
Let's see how deep into the middle of the box Rowan can get this ball. Sets up way outside, and he's going to have a run in here and launch it into the middle.
Rowan's first throw-in by Rowan. Oh, and Littlefield breaks it up.
Up over the top. Nice header. Ball's bouncing around a little bit.
Littlefield goes down over Maxwell.
Would feel that in the morning.
I would not have wanted to be Maxwell in that play.
Get the ice bath.
Jeff, I've actually got a cold plunge at my house.
Do you really?
Lots.
I know where the boys are going tonight.
It is. It has been used by several of the players on the team. It's always fun to see people soaking themselves in 39-degree water.
Ooh. No, thank you.
No, thank you. But we will take the goalie kick right here by Redding. Lots of communication out there by Arlington. I can hear the chatter from the field. Finn Napelio brings it down, controls it on the ground, looking up the field, sees Sam Neal, but just our Redding defender steps in front.
This was Arlington's blackout game, but I think unfortunately the weather has kept a couple players.
Great play by Finn to break up that entry pass. That was a dangerous play, and Egan's back breaks up another one. If we can get a replay of that one, that's a fantastic play by Finn Napelio. Look at this right here. He slides into it.
All over it.
And right there, Finn, look at that play. Lays himself out on the turf.
Nice slide to almost save a goal there, perhaps.
I'm going to say Finn saved it right there.
That may be one of our plays of the game here. Brought to you by perhaps our last game sponsor, Moxie.
Moxie, a great connection to Arlington and a sponsor of several scholarships from the Thompson family of Thompson Elementary School fame shot going wide. Moxie, the drink of Arlington, the drink of champions.
For those of you that missed the explanation of Moxie, go back to our last game on Town Day. bunch of fun facts shared on that game.
Lots of fun facts about Arlington. None more fun at the moment than Arlington's up 1-0 with 12 minutes to go. Gaspard taking the goal kick. Gets it up past half. And Sam Neal fighting the defender. But we've got Reading controls. Katzman steps in.
Nice step there to push the ball back into the offensive
Fernando
zone.
with a lot of pressure. Fernando snuck into the game while we were talking about moxie. Fernando demonstrates a lot of moxie out on that field as well.
It was apropos we were talking about moxie when Fernando comes in.
It's all planned, Jeff.
Setting ourselves up perfectly.
Captain Abe Donnelly taking the throw-in, looking around. Turned by Clordy. Can he get his foot on that ball?
Lurking in the middle. Good opportunity.
Clordy using his ups. Nearly disrupts the goalie's plans to save the ball.
And Kai was just lurking over to the side for any little deflection. He would have nailed that right into the goal.
Katzman heads that one. Abe off the chest, clears it, brings it down, brings it back. Rowan Egan clears it up to Fernando. Smart play off by the Reading defender. Get it out wide. Peter Clordy with a great touch into the middle right here. Steps in. Kai Hedlund back to Clordy.
Back out to the
Clordy
side.
Over to Fernando. He's on sides. Can Fernando get the shot off?
And he turned.
And it's disrupted. Saved, kept in by Reading. And here they come on a counter. Arlington
Fernando was just looking for an opportunity to round the corner and dump it in.
Finn with a great play. Finn stepping up big time with
Finn's
Rowan.
having a great game today. Here comes Kai along the sideline here.
Lots of space, lots of time. Good to see him using the time. Gets it into Donnelly, who has a good turn. Pressuring. Can he get around the defender? No, turns it back. Is he going to see Egan, or is he going to go wide to Clordy? Wide to Clordy. Katzman making an overlap as well. Lots of options here. Good to see all the options for Arlington on this attack. Right here, this is the danger play. Here's Gaspard staying. Can he get it? Gaspard's got it. Collects, and we're 10 minutes to go, Jeff. 10 minutes to go. If you're Arlington, this is the question from the mastermind Yazio. Do you tell your guys, keep pressing, keep getting the pressure on, or do you drop back and play defense?
One thing I will say is that whatever Arlington's game plan is, it has been working.
I would agree.
I always worry that when we change the game plan around with the end of a game, do the players get on their heels? Do they start getting off their rhythm? And then funny things happen. So I get a little nervous when we shift around the strategy too much. Clearly there will be some time for that, but is now the time.
I agree with you. I think they should keep the press coming. They're playing really well right now. Kai Hedlund just came out. Sem Ferguson coming back in. Coach saying, Sem, I think this is your chance right here. You're going to get that ball, and I want to see you do something big like you were setting yourself up right before you came out. Remember, Sem went out where we thought he was fouled deep
Nice cut by Cooper here.
In the Reading end, but it ended up being a
possession.
goalie kick. Finn clears it up, and little miscue. Oh, it's off the head. Fernando does not have the height on that Reading
little mistake
defender.
there allows
Abe
to
with
get
a
the ball.
great
Nice
ball,
run.
and Sam Neal is going to be offsides.
Reading did a good job there pulling Sam offsides there, but almost an opportunity there.
Good to see.
Keeping the pressure on, right?
And that is very good to see. This is
goalie pushing Reading up, saying, we got to score. Everyone up.
I'm going to say this is so far Arlington's best offensive game of the season.
Changes from Coach Yazio making a difference. Got that
dangerous
ball in the net.
play right here. Bounces off ahead. Gaspard brings the ball to the ground. I might have complained about another team doing that, but Gaspard's up quickly. He doesn't take too much time. Takes a
little bit of a much-needed breather there with all the tensions running high.
Rolls it out to Sem. Back to Pang. Up the line, and it's up to Reading. And Peter Clordy steps in around Littlefield, gets the ball.
That's it.
And this time, Sam Neal is on from the ball. And look at that, off
nice
the head
header to Peter.
And just broken up. But Peter is calling for a handball. I saw it too, Peter. I believe in you, Peter. Refs did not.
Guess the ref thought maybe that was incidental, but clearly hit a hand there.
Clearly hit a hand. Egan coming back. Looks like he got shoved in the back, but it looks like we have tonight's second corner click for Reading.
Important moment here for Arlington. Need to make sure that this ball does not end up in the net. Everyone's got to mark up, get physical.
7:15 to go. They're bringing Littlefield in. He's got the height on everybody. Looks like we have an injury. The player who earned the corner kick, who I thought
for
had
Reading here.
fouled Rowan, is actually going out. He looks like he's hurt.
Twisted the ankle on the way out there.
Hope that he has a quick recovery.
For sure.
Dangerous ball. Ball's dribbling. Can they clear it? This is Fernando's there.
Tries to
and
turn it.
we have a whistle. Looks like a Reading foul. Couldn't see.
Free kick
Blocked
for
by a lot of
Arlington here.
players. Offsides? No, we have looks like a Reading foul. Reading foul. Finn DePelio's taking it. Taking his time. Playing the clock. Gets it. Telling the team, move up, move up.
6.5 minutes on the clock.
Sends that one to the Arlington
Just
bench. Said,
a
hey,
little
coach.
too wide.
Hey, coach, I want you to check this ball. It might be a little flat.
Yep.
Just wanted coach to take a look at that ball. Reading throws it back in. Clordy gets it off his head. Here's Fernando. Gets around his defender. Still with the ball.
Keeps a foot on the ball.
Sam Neal was calling for it. Still has the ball on the sideline.
Great work by Fernando there.
Sam Neal putting the pressure on. Finn gets his head on it, breaks up the entry. Ooh, little shoulder into the back of
on
Sem.
the head by Sem there.
Again, don't like to see refs not making these calls and letting some of these fouls go.
Particularly as they're unprotected around the head. That's a dangerous place to be.
Sam gets it up. Sam Neal a little
nice
flick of the head.
there, speaking of which.
Here we go. Reading with the play back to the goalie. 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go, Jeff.
Such an important game for Arlington.
Sem, great
Focus
job
on
getting back
possession
to
here.
Rowan on the ground
Nice
to
ball.
Sam Neal.
Get a ball. Oh, I was hoping to get a foot on that one.
Great step, ran with a good ball. Arlington playing good control. Gaspard sends it up. And here's a miscue right here. Fernando, can he get it? Little field and Fernando.
Quite the size match here.
It is quite the size match.
Fernando's just going to go right
with
around
the
him.
skills around him. Look at
Look
this.
at this.
Fernando gets around him. It's amazing. And can he put it in?
Oh,
it's just
what
wide.
a play. Oh, my goodness. Just literally runs around the big man from Reading on that one.
We've got a replay coming up. David versus Goliath.
Comes
it's
around
amazing.
the speed.
Look at it, Fernando.
He's like, where'd that guy go?
The two polar opposites on the field.
Fantastic.
Great play by the sophomore. Making an impact on the game, keeping the pressure on Reading, and we have less than 5 minutes to go. Short corner from Arlington, broken up by Reading. Reading with a quick counter, but Finn DePelio's there, sends the ball behind.
Ball had a lot of spice on that one. Went right by Cooper.
Sends that ball into the sideline. Jason Donnelly there over the Arlington team, gets the ball back into Reading.
Sure, the Arlington team on the bench there is giving some quiet encouragement to the Reading player.
Reading player, Jeff, I don't want to jinx this, but we have not had a timeout yet, and I hope we don't.
Energy of the game just it's super high at this point.
Finn DePelio breaks it up, and Fernando with a near
gonna run right under him.
Nearly got through that. That ball barely broken up by the Reading back.
Takes his little mistake here,
and
then
Sam Neal almost gets in there. Arlington with the pressure.
Oh, nice foot by
Fernando again gets his foot on the ball. Peter Clordy making his run up the line right here. He's got space. We know he's got a foot.
Watch the offside
into the middle. Abe calls for it. Is Abe going to take the shot?
Space.
Abe holding, controlling. Look at that.
Look at
Pang
that
coming from the back. Pang with a shot. And what a save!
What a shot!
What a save!
Oh, Johnny
what a run!
Pang on that one. He is so fast.
We've got this coming back for you. Look at this play by Arlington. One of their finest offensive sequences of the season. Look at Pang, one touch and the shot off the goalie's hands.
Look at how close that was.
Woo, Jeff.
Woo, everyone breathed. Wow, that was amazing. Such two great sets there between Fernando running around the big man, and now Johnny running up the side. So exciting.
Beautiful offense. And here comes the corner from Sem. Great deep ball
into the danger zone.
Off of Rowan's feet and just wide.
He's got his hands in the air going, wait a minute.
Disrupts the clearance. And here comes Rowan with a shot into the goalie. The goalie fumbles, but right there, goalie collects.
Relentless attack here by Arlington.
Looks like Reading's looking for a quick counter. Over Katzman's head. But he gets back.
Cue there.
And a nice little flick behind him to the Arlington bench.
Saying, hey, can you check that ball too?
Yazio, they really want coach to have a lot of
time on the ball.
Oh, nice.
We're getting
steal there by Cooper.
We're getting word from the intrepid reporters from ACMi that we have 2 minutes of stoppage coming up. That means we're looking, Jeff, at about 4 minutes of playtime remaining. All right, looks like they brought Rowan back for a throw-in from Rowan to get it up deep along the line. And again, it works out well. It moves the ball past half. It
Off
sounds
of Reading. Now we get another chance here for Rowan to basically throw it in the goal from that moment.
And we'll take it.
Yeah, sure.
I think it would be allowed.
Yeah.
You know, all you need is a deflection off a player.
It's going to send it deep.
Rowan
Down
also
about the 20-yard line. Look at the run here.
Strategically took a couple, and here's Peter Clardy. Can he
Got
take
a
a
little
shot
bit
from
of
deep?
space.
Gets it into Antrias, who came in. Antrias looking to match his cousin.
Oh, I thought that was getting him in his Antrias. Right.
And Antrias, seeing what his cousin Fernando did, going around the big guy on the other side, takes the shot from the right, earns the corner kick. We've got Sem Ferguson taking the corner. Abe Donnelly moving in for the short corner. See if Reading counters that. See if this is a ploy, and they play the short corner to Abe.
Key here.
Sem with the overlap. Great ball by Abe off the heel. Sem back
in. Danger zone.
And Sem comes in with a ninja kick that doesn't quite work out. Johnny Peng, after that great run, steps in. And here's a quick counter. But look at Arlington. 4 defenders back
on this one.
4 defenders back.
Making a run here.
And
here
Sem's
comes Sem.
back as well.
Not going to
Sem
happen.
says, not on my watch. Gets
well
it out.
Done.
Look at this. We
well
might have a
Ferguson
replay.
To break up the run
might
there.
have a replay coming up of that
Allows
beautiful
Arlington
hustle
to
by
reset.
Sem. Look at that. After the corner kick, here comes the Reading player. Lots of movement back and forth. And watch Sem coming in from behind.
Slide
Clean
tackle on this.
slide tackle.
Beautiful.
Dangerous play this late in the game.
Ball in the danger zone here. Arlington's got to clear
and
that. Well done.
Looks like Katzman gets it done. And Antras going
And
fast.
here he goes.
Getting around the big guy. Here we
Oh,
go.
we got a runner.
Cousin to
We
cousin.
got a runner.
Cousin to cousin. Here we go. But the Reading
that
goalie
was
comes
exciting.
out, but does not play it cleanly. Clardy off his head, and it goes wide. Goes wide. What a family connection that was. You could tell.
That would have been an amazing goal.
A beautiful family connection right
They'll
there.
connect on that sooner or later.
100%. There is
Too much
no
rhythm
doubt
there.
about it.
Finn just says, nope, we're going to send that back up there, have a little reset. Not on my watch.
Big shout out to Fernando and Antrias' families as well. Big members of the Arlington community running La Vic and Tenoch.
I've had
Antras
my
gets
fair share of
called.
tortas. I don't know about you.
Cooper had a torta the other night. We got La Vic in Belmont. We prefer the Arlington La Vic naturally, but we are happy to support La Vic in either town, any town, as well as Tenoch.
Support your local business. Here we go.
All right, Reading pulls
Free
the
kick,
goalie.
Reading.
Pulls the
Goalie up
goalie.
at the
Goalie
50-yard
taking
line.
it up. They're dumping everybody in. They know we've got a minute and a half if our
Big
scouting
play.
was
Crowd's
right.
going crazy here. Ball in deep.
Littlefield off his head, and it's wide.
Ooh.
And
there's
right there,
the game,
Jeff,
the whistle.
There
Arlington gets their win, the much-deserved win on such spirited play by the team. So many great chances today. Got the ball into the net. Awesome to see.
And Jeff, let's take a look. I hope somewhere in as we wrap this up, it's beautiful to see the boys congratulating Gaspard, who came up with a couple great saves this game.
In particular, those 2 saves in the first half. Those were plays
Two
of the
saves
game
in
right
the first
there.
half. The boys go into the second half down a goal or two. They go down a goal or two into that second half. It's a different game. But we got a big shout out to the team from ACMi as well, Jeff. The crew up here making the replays happen. They're showing some of the highlights of tonight's game, including Johnny Peng's run right there. Big shout out to every
Full
guy.
booth here. Tons of support up here, making this game happen.
Hard
Seeing
hit on
amazing
Naylor.
hits like that one. Naylor just gets up and says, no big deal. I'm coming back.
And definitely, I think Yazio's plan to put some extra offense up top has paid off. Good to see the new backs in Peng and in Rand doing their job, feeling comfortable back there. It looked like playing confidently, and Peng making that great run. Seeing him making those runs, lots of runs,
so fast.
Lots
Johnny
of runs from the
Flash
wings.
Peng today, right?
Johnny Flash Peng, right there. We've dubbed it. He might not know it, but that is what he will be known from henceforth the rest of his Arlington soccer
Add
career.
it to the J&J lexicon for our games coming up.
JFP, Johnny Flash Peng. It is beautiful to see the boys get this win.
tough loss for Reading, who have had a phenomenal season. And again, another shout out to ACMi, the incredible crew from ACMi that we've got here tonight. Nick, who's producing this. We've got Jack, we've got Mia, we've got Jolynn, we've got Derek, we've got Mazin. Let's go, Mazin. And we have Francis, an incredible team. And look at this. One last time. Let's see this goal coming up for Arlington. Keegan Maxwell. Oh,
into the
Jeff,
back of the net.
I could watch that all weekend, and I probably will. So wonderful night, wonderful game from Arlington, Pierce Field. Reading, let's give them a round of applause as they run across the field. Well played, boys. Good, clean game. Nice to see their parents and fans supporting them. And here come the Arlington boys across the field. A long-awaited win.
A couple away games coming up here for Arlington. If I have this right, Josh, we have a game on Tuesday at Woburn Memorial High, and then another game on Thursday at Burlington High. Hopefully the momentum will keep moving forward for Arlington, and a couple more W's are coming their way.
And we'll be happy to show them to you on ACMi. Have a great night.